Hello everyone. So today we'll be solving the lab CSRF where token is tied to non-session cookie. Okay, let's access the lab. You are given account credentials. Let's wait for it to open. Yeah, so we have the lab open over here. We have a search feature and let's go to my account and log in with our account credentials given. Before that, I'll turn on proxy so that it logs all the requests. Yeah, so here we can see our login request. This, we are using our CSRF token over here and also a CSRF key in the cookie. If you see, both of them are different. Okay, and as the lab says that CSRF token is tied to non-session cookie. So basically, the server is checking for the CSRF cookie and the CSRF token. I'll send it to the repeater. Okay. Now, what we can do is we can try to verify that whether the CSRF cookie or the CSRF token is attached to the session or not. So for that, we can log in to our account given with in a private window. Okay, so let's try that and use this token and our cookie into that request. Okay, so I'll open a new container. It works similar to private window itself, and I'll log in into it. Let's visit this URL. And this time I'll be intercepting the login request and I'll change the CSRF cookie and the CSRF token. Okay. And we'll see that whether it's work for this session or not. Let's see how it works. Yeah. So this time I'll intercept the login request. Let's set the intercept to on, and let's log in using our credentials. So here we have a new pair of CSRF key and CSRF token. So I'll change it with the token that was in the previous session. So I'll use this CSRF key, token, and I'll change the CSRF key to. Now, if we are able to log in, then it means that the CSRF key pair and the CSRF token are not tied to the session. Okay, so let's forward the request. Yeah, so we are able to successfully log in as we know. So it works. So basically, we just need a valid pair of CSRF key and CSRF token, and we can then send it to the victim. We need to find a way so that we can set the cookie, CSRF key cookie, so that when the victim visits the URL, we would be successfully able to do that. Okay, what we need to do? We need to change the viewer's email address. Okay, let's go with it. I'll close the private window. Now let's capture a email change request. Okay, let's say test@test.com. I'll update the email. Yeah, so we have the change email request over here, post request. Now we need to find a way so that we can set the CSRF key in the payload itself. Okay, so while starting the lab, we saw that there was a search feature over here Now we'll explore the search feature. Let's explore for, let's say, bucket. And let's see a request. Yeah, so here is it. So if you look at the response, whatever we are passing as input, it is reflecting over here in the set cookie header. So maybe we can use this request to set the CSRF cookie header, and we will also pass a CSRF token with it. We'll see that in a minute. Let's pass it to the repeater, and for the email change request, we'll make a CSRF POC out of it. We can use the engagement tools to generate the CSRF POC, and now we have the CSRF token over here, but we need to set the CSRF key too, so that the payload will work. Okay. First of all, I'll change the email. Okay. Now we'll remove this script. Now we can use the image tag, and we can pass the URL over here, host URL. And here we will make a search request. Let's say to be bucket or anything else. What was the request? Search is equals to bucket. Okay. So it was in the search endpoint. Let's change it. Search is equals to bucket. And along with it, we need to, as we saw, that our input is being reflected in the output. Okay. As we saw in the request, in the response, our input is being reflected in the output in the set cookie header. So we can leverage this to set the CSRF key cookie. Okay. So let's write a payload for it. Now we will pass carriage return and then a new line. For a new line, we'll pass 0A. As in verb suit, if you see the carriage return and new line, after every line, at the end of the line, there is a carriage return and there is a new line. So we enter in the other line of the request after passing this. Okay. Now we'll set the set cookie header. A space, and then we'll set the cookie. The cookie was CSRF key equals to. We'll use this value only. Okay. Now we have the cookie set, and we'll also pass same site. There will be a colon over here. So for colon, the URL encoding is %3b, and then a space, and then we need to pass the same site attribute too, so that our cookie will be passed. Our cookie will be sent to in a cross-site request. As there are 3 values of same site: lax, none, and strict. Okay, so we need to set the value of same site attribute to none, so that our cookie will be sent in cross-site request too. None. So we have completed this source. Now, as this is not a valid image source, so we will pass this on error attribute and 0 dot submit. Okay. So let's say now we'll copy the HTML from here and let's visit the exploit server. We'll store the exploit. Let's recheck it again. Document form 0.submit. Okay. Everything looks fine. Yeah. Let's store the exploit. We have changed the email to. Now we'll deliver it to the victim and let's see if it works. It's not working. Let's Try like this. So yeah, so we have successfully solved the lab. So this was how we can leverage when the CSRF key and the cookie and CSRF key and the CSRF token are not tied to the session. So we can, we just need a valid pair of CSRF key and token and a method to set the CSRF key cookie in the victim's browser. If we have this two methods, two vulnerabilities, then we would be able to basically exploit this vulnerability and do such kind of requests. Okay. So let's meet in the next video with a new challenge.